Hey guys, I'm back with another video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's still going to be kind of like a CP video, but I have something to show you guys. So I got a tattoo, you guys. I know it's difficult to kind of see, and if you cannot see it, which you probably can't see all of it, I'm going to try to insert a picture when I edit this video to try and get you guys to see it. If not, I'll try to put it in the description box. But yeah, so today I'm just going to tell you all about my first tattoo and my experience, and you know why I got it and everything. I do plan to get more tattoos, so I will be doing the tattoo tag once I get a few more, just to so I can show you guys more in detail each tattoo that I'm going to get. So yeah, let me just start off with the story behind the tattoo and what it means to me. So a few years ago I went to camp and I found the wheelchair heart symbol, and I just fell in love with it and I thought it was beautiful. So I knew that I was going to get that on me. But the lyrics, which are "Our love is all we need to make it through," which is from a Darren Criss song called "Not Alone." And if you guys don't know who Darren is, he is from Glee. He played Blaine on Glee, and he's from a YouTube sensation group called Team Starkid, which I am a huge fan of, which is where the song came from. But back in 2010, I had back surgery to correct my scoliosis, and the surgery itself went fine and everything was fine, but I wound up getting a staph infection called MRSA after my surgery, about a week after my surgery, and that lasted for about 2 years, on and off, just because the little bastard would not die with no matter how many antibiotics, IV and otherwise, they gave me. It was mostly IV. I was in the hospital for 3 to 4 months at a time, and then I was doing at home IV meds after I would leave the hospital. Sorry, now you can see my tattoo a little bit when I go like that. And then it would just keep coming back. I would just keep getting sick and sick and sick again, over and over and over again, for about 2 years. And the second time I was in the hospital, which the second period of time I was in the hospital, I had discovered Glee, and my mom had bought me the DVDs, and so I watched them while I was in the hospital. And during the second season, Darren came on, and I just instantly fell in love with him. I was like, who the hell is this guy? He is absolutely gorgeous. I need to find out more about him. So I looked him up, and I found out that he was a part of Team Starkid, which is a group that puts on musicals, and he did that with a bunch of his friends from college, and the first musical they ever put out was called The Harry Potter Musical. And if you haven't seen that, guys, you really need to check it out, especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. It is absolutely amazing. Excuse me. And that song is from The Harry Potter Musical, and that song means a lot to me because when I got sick, I went into a very deep and dark depression, and I went to very dark places, and I honestly wanted to die. And obviously I never would kill myself or anything like that, but I thought about dying, and I just thought about not wanting to be here anymore because I was in so much pain. It was probably the worst pain that I've ever been in my entire life, and I was not in a good place at all. And then I found this song, and it was my saving grace. It was my sunshine of hope. I listened to it at least once a day, probably closer to 4 to 5 times a day, just because it was my little ray of hope. It just helped me believe that I was going to get better, and the lyrics, "Our love is all we need to make it through," just really resonated with me because I realized that all I needed to make it through this was the love of my family and friends. And I did, and without them I wouldn't have made it through. So those lyrics really mean everything to me, and that's why I wanted to get them tattooed on me. And yeah. And I know that most people don't like tattoos. Well, not most people, but some people may not like tattoos. And I know I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but I forgot because I was just so excited to show you this. But if you don't like tattoos and they're not your thing, that's completely fine. I'm not telling anybody to go out and get a tattoo, but I love tattoos, and yeah, so I wanted to get this on me because I wanted it. So if you're planning on leaving a mean comment or anything like that, please don't, because this is my body and I wanted to get it on my body. Anyway, on with the story. And so, yeah, so these lyrics just mean everything to me. And the writing that it actually is Darren Chris's handwriting. He actually wrote the lyrics for me. So, and the reason for that is because after the second year that I wanted this tattoo, I've wanted it for about 5 years now almost, and I was originally just going to go when I was 18 and get it done and have the tattoo artist just do the writing around it, just because I was so desperate to get it done. But then in the second year that I wanted it, I just decided, you know what, no, I want Darren to do it, because Darren has been such a huge part of the whole process for me, and he means so much to me, and he's helped me get through so much, and this song has helped me go through so much that he just needs to do it for me. And I've had the privilege of meeting him multiple times, and he's just the absolute sweetest human being on the face of this planet. The first time I met him when he did his first show on Broadway in 2012, and luckily he was doing Broadway again in May, and I got to go see him. He was in Hedwig and the Angry Inch on Broadway, and that was absolutely amazing. He was absolutely brilliant in that. I've seen it 4 times now, because I saw it twice with Neil Patrick Harris, and then I saw it twice with him, but I'm getting off topic. So when I saw him, he actually remembered me and wanted to see me. So he said he wanted to make sure that I got back to see him, so I did, and I was really nervous about asking him because, you know, as much as I know the sweet guy that he actually is, I didn't know whether or not he was going to do it for me. But I literally poured my soul out to him, and I just explained to him how much the song had helped me and how much it meant to me and how much it would mean to me for him to write the lyrics around it. And he looked at me and he just smiled the hugest smile, and he said, absolutely, you know, of course. And so, you know, he just said, you know, let's make this count, and, you know, I hope I don't screw up, and everything like that. And he was just so funny, and he did it, and it was just absolutely, it looks absolutely beautiful. And sorry if I keep turning my head, I'm just completely in love with my tattoo, and I can't stop looking at it. But yeah, so, you know, and it just meant so much to me, and he just loves it. He loved it, and I hoped that I tried to tweet this to him, the picture to him, so I hope he sees it, and I hope he loves it. But yeah, so that's about it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back on Thursday for my next one. Bye, guys. Love you. Oh, and thank you to all my new subscribers. I know it's not many, but I'm up to 9 now, and that's really exciting. I never thought I'd have any subscribers, so I appreciate all of you, and I love you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.